there's one thing that this Manchester United legends they are doing. They are disguising bitterness, disguising it as standards. This is how they lost their way. One person that is a prime example is Roy Keane. His recent outburst about Manchester United coaching appointment, asking why Jonny Evans was recruited, was he revealed a lot about himself than about even Manchester United's coaching decisions. Now, Evans was at Manchester United 4 5 weeks ago as a loans manager, and then Fletcher gives him the job. He was sneering. He was saying that Evans has 2 games. I mean, Fletcher has 2 games. Fletcher goes and calls Carrick, then come. Then both of them is giving Evans club. He was, just talking anyhow. And the irony. The irony is that Keane himself, he transitioned into management at Sunderland with zero coaching experience. Yet, when it comes to Jonny Evans, a player that has spent 2 seasons in this current squad and possesses intimate knowledge of these players, when he receives a coaching role, he has a problem with creating a tantrum. And the funny thing, it's not just about Jonny Evans. He ridiculed Fletcher, saying that he knows the guy in the canteen, rings up Ferguson, asking him what socks he wants to wear, and even took a dig at Kai's wife, saying that his wife has a big mouth sometimes. Maybe she's doing team talk. Can you imagine? This is not punditry. It is just bullying, dressing up as analysis. And then let's go to our Oga here, Paul Scholes. This is what Paul Scholes said. Paul Scholes said that in this Paul Scholes and Nicky Boss this thing, that Haaland is going to pick up Martinez and run away with him. Scholes said that he will score and then throw Martinez in the net. Can you imagine? Taking it as humor is just embarrassing. United legends, people that are supposed to be supporting these people, giving them encouragement. Even Carrick self, he come outside. He says, Martinez is not the kind of player that is going to win you the Premier League because of his height. Can you imagine? Then what happens next now makes it look very, very stupid. Why? Martinez gave a stellar performance against Erling Haaland. He now responded by saying that, honestly, Scholes can say whatever he wants. I already told him already. If he wants to say something to me, he can come to wherever he wants. To my house, wherever, I don't care. And I think, for me, I respect the legends where they want to help the club, because everyone can talk on the television, but when you see them here face to face, no one says anything. So that message was very, very clear. If you want to help, engage constructively and directly, not through cheap talks to television or your podcast. It is very stupid. Scholes, he now responded sarcastically by saying, someone had a good game, was really happy for you, tea, no sugar, please. This perfectly captures this problem that we are having. Rather than acknowledging his misjudgment, what did Scholes do? He doubled down on the mockery, doing what? Showing his... I don't even know something. This is not the kind of player that I knew that Scholes was when he was playing. I don't know what now happened, honestly. And guess what? This is not all. If you look in the past, Scholes has said before that Lamens was why they buy him was based purely on his 20 million price tag. You understand? Just because he was not expensive, saying that it tells you everything about him. His 20 million price tag letting you know that he's not a top goalkeeper. Can you imagine? Someone that witnessed a 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo come for just 12 million euros and watch him develop into a world beater. Someone that has seen a lot of this kind of things happen in Manchester United Academy is saying this type of thing. And guess what? It's not the end though. Scholes and Nicky Butt, they advised Meno to leave United for Chelsea rather than fight for his place. These are Manchester United legends. Can you imagine? Manchester United legends. They are telling a young academy prospect to abandon the very pathway that they themselves they took to success. Can you imagine what they would have said to a young Cristiano Ronaldo if he was there, if he was inconsistent, and the manager decided to bench him? What would they have said? I think they are doing what they are protecting their legacy. That is what they are doing. Honestly, what drives former players to undermine their own club? Think of it. What other reason drives them? It is very very simple. It is very very simple. It's a natural psychological response to protecting their legacy and sense of worth. You understand? Because if they keep being good, if they keep being the best they ever was, they will always be relevant. The club will always want to call them for advertisement, for promotion and whatnot. You understand? These fans will keep idolizing them. So that is just it. You understand? That is simply just it. And you know the person that I'm really really annoyed about is this Gary Neville. Gary Neville, every single time, every weekend, every single thing, he will say something in the media that has to do negatively with United players. And you know the funny thing, when they undermine these players, it affects their confidence. It affects the way they play. And that is what is keeping us in this mess that we are. Honestly, we are not saying that these players they should be shielded when they play wrong. No, that's not what we are saying. But it has to be professional. Their criticism for these players has to be professional. There's a fine line between constructive criticism and just being outrightly dismissive to these players. And the solution is not hard though. It's not hard at all. It's very very easy. These former players, they need to acknowledge that the media bears no resemblance to the ones that they are navigating. You understand? They need to recognize that when Alex Ferguson was a manager, when he was a manager and he was taking press conference, the way he navigated media applied consistently to all clubs, not just only about Manchester United. You understand? So honestly, they need to acknowledge that the modern environment right now is different from the one that they were in before. You understand? There's phones, there's everything now. People see things that they say very very easily. You understand? We are not saying that they should not demand high standard. Of course, this is Manchester United. You have to demand high standard. It is true. You have to do that. But they have to take it easy. They have to take it easy. It's not too much. You understand? They need to calm down. These players, they deserve support. They deserve constructive criticism. It's not every time you have to remind them that, oh, when Sir Alex Ferguson was here, when Sir Alex Ferguson was this. It's not making sense. It does not make sense at all. So they need to do better. They need to leave these players alone. Their legacy is not going to die. They are there forever. Do you understand? That is it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me, I beg. I need to get